1 Nice vs Metz, prediction, team news, lineups preview. As the Ligue 1 campaign reaches the halfway point this weekend, Nice return to Allianz Rivera for their first domestic home fixture of 2024. Hosting Metz on Saturday. Les Aiglons lost their previous top-flight fixture, 2-0 at Rennes, but remain in second place, while Les Grenats are just 2 points above the relegation line following a 1-0 defeat versus Toulouse. Match preview. Nice entered the month of December as a legitimate title contender, though a run of inconsistent form since then has set them back. Coming into match day 19 this weekend, they are 8 points behind the leaders Paris Saint-Germain PSG and barely holding on to a Champions League berth, ahead of Brest by a single point and only 2 above arch-rivals Monaco, who are fourth. Their mighty backline, who have conceded the fewest goals in the top flight so far, 11, have not been quite as consistent and stingy in recent outings, conceding 5 goals in their last 3 Ligue 1 affairs. Few, if any, French top-flight sides, though, have been able to penetrate the Nice backline at Allianz Rivera, with Francesco Farioli's men conceding only 1 goal at home this season in all competitions. Overall, Nice have triumphed 10 times after 18 match days this season, which is 4 more victories than they had at this point of their previous campaign. Ligue squandered 4 points when leading at the interval in their opening 2 Ligue 1 fixtures this season, but have never squandered a second-half advantage since then. Since a thrilling victory in November over Lorient, Metz have been in a tailspin, suffering 5 successive defeats in the top flight and exiting the Coupe de France on penalties to boot. That poor domestic form has them flirting with relegation, ahead of Lyon on goal difference for a relegation playoff spot and only 2 above Clermont in the relegation zone, the side that knocked them out of the Coupe de France on penalties earlier this month 3-1. Laszlo Belloni has seen a lot of hesitancy from his players in the attacking third throughout their first season back in Ligue 1, scoring the 3rd fewest goals in the top flight so far, 17. While 3 of their 4 victories in the league this season have come away from home, this team have been particularly susceptible defensively outside of Stade Saint-Symphorien, conceding multiple strikes on 6 occasions. During the 2023-24 domestic campaign, this team have never won a match after conceding the opening goal, claiming just 1 point so far when doing so 2-2 draw versus Marseille. While Metz lost to Nice the last 2 times both sides squared off in Ligue 1, Les Grenats have emerged victorious in their previous 2 visits to Allianz Rivera in this competition. Team news. Nice are missing 3 players on international duty at the Africa Cup of Nations, with Youssef Attal and Hicham Boudaoui representing Algeria, Taram Mafi with Nigeria. And Jeremy Boga was called up to the Ivory Coast squad. Sofiane Diop might still be a week away from returning from his broken toe, while Romain Perraud is dealing with a thigh injury. Last weekend at the Coupe de France, a brace from Morgan Sanson and a goal courtesy of Van Gesend propelled them to a narrow 3-2 victory over Bordeaux, advancing them into the round of 16. Metz will be without 4 players because of the Africa Cup of Nations, with Ablaye Diallo on the Gambian squad, Lamine Camara at Senegal, Faye Kand is playing for Guinea-Bissau and Kevin van den Kerkhoff is in the Algerian squad. Oscar Estupinan is unlikely to feature because of a hamstring strain, while Christophe Harel will not be available after receiving a red card against Toulouse. Their leading goalscorer in Ligue 1 this season, Chaik Sabali 3, is in a slump, without a goal in his last 5 domestic encounters. Nice possible starting lineup: Bulka, Lotumba, Undayashimie, Dante, Bard, Bellahain, Rosario, Thuram, Bald, Gessen, Laborde. Metz possible starting lineup: Ukija, Colin, Traore, Lowe, Udal, Ndoram, Ndukwiti, and Gessen, Diallo, Mbaye, Sabali. We say, Nice 1-0 Metz. Not having their top goalscorer in Mafi available will be difficult for Nice, but Les Aiglons have proven countless times over this campaign that they can hold down the fort and grind out a victory. As for Metz, they seem low on confidence and struggling to find solutions in the attack, and we believe they will have a difficult time breaking down a defensive unit as stable as Nice. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.